When it was time to get it lit, we got it hot like fever. Sick with the talk, pass to your receiver. All about running the spot. And you know we got breath control, so no need to take a breather. Cardio kingpin, subjugate to dub play. And you know we can't wait to bring spins. A-star quizzes, A+ the final. Vocals we align, we'll move it all simultaneously over joints you rock. We earn 30 years so you can say we got 3 turns. Live off the board, unlike you and your chess men. We install doubt in you and your yes men. And if the game has veins, we'll insert.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Valley of the Sun at State Farm Stadium here in Glendale. So this was the scene a moment ago. The Cardinals emerging from their tunnel, and we are ready for football as the Cards get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. Now the big leg of Matt Prater ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. This will be taken in at the 1. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 38, Murray. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Trey Flowers, the former Arkansas Razorback, in there to get him.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. A look at Kerryon Johnson, 2nd-year man out of Auburn. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. 32. Stafford going to give this one off to Johnson. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw, Stafford. Complete to Jones. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards that time.
Second tunnel defense. Second tunnel defense. Let's go. 40 got. 40 got. Check that. Like 7.
Here's Johnson. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. Well, for these two franchises, the Lions and the Cardinals, it all began back on a Sunday in October of 1930 when the Chicago Cardinals visited Portsmouth, Ohio to play a scoreless game against the hometown Portsmouth Spartans in front of 6,500 fans. 4 years later, the Portsmouth Spartans would move to Detroit. Anyways, 90 seasons later, after some rebranding, a couple relocations, one of the oldest rivalries in the NFL still lives on. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Well, a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Marvin Jones that time, and it's third down.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Bravo!
From the gun, here's Stafford. And that's going to be intercepted. The All-Pro corner, Patrick Peterson. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Flushed out right. There's the first NFL grab for Andy Isabella. 12 yards to pick up. Good enough for an Arizona first.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
Now left side on the swing pass. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pumps from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Watch left.
Second down and 6 at the Lions' 18-yard line.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Andy Isabella with his first career touchdown in his first career game, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Here's Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Motion, 89. Watch 89. I got tripped this side. We got 3.
First down, Murray. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Andy Isabella was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing is Murray on third down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Andy Isabella making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Cardinals push further out in front. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in after 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points. Get that 0 off the board.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing is Stafford. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. To the air again, Stafford. And James has it. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. On first down, Stafford here. And he's got Amendola on the connection. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Faking the give to Johnson. Now it's Stafford. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Stafford to Jones, and up for a Lion first down. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And the pressure gets to him and brings him down. Stafford is sacked. Hassan Reddick. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation.
53. Ready? Exit.
Out of the gun, Stafford. It's complete to Jones. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It'll be a pickup of 14, but they're still a little bit short as it brings up 4th. Now Stafford. And Amendola with a catch. They're able to keep the drive alive. 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Stafford throws complete to Galladay, and he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Again, it's Stafford. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Throwing again is Stafford. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Amendola, he was the intended target.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 38. They begin the drive with Johnson. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd and a yard, Murray escaping the pressure, and he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. forced out to his left. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm going to hit you all day.
Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they felt like they had some.
And that's going to be intercepted. The all-pro corner, Patrick Peterson. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Murray going to throw. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Murray now. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play. Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They're going draw play. Stafford to Johnson. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards, the final tally. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And that catch number 100 for his young career. And remember, only in his 2nd season. The future, bright. This thrown quickly out to Jones. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Johnson running right. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Caught by Jones. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. Well, this is how you shape the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
They'll run it with Johnson, and he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done. Now, that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
At the 46-yard line.
He's checking.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Murray. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Quandre Diggs there defensively. And sensing the momentum, maybe changing here a little bit, Charles.
Yeah, this defense is going to get off the field quickly, and their offense got them a touchdown last time they had the ball, so they should get another shot.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, 4 down. 0. 36. 654. Hey, Zoo. Look at him.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And it's caught here, Amendola. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. He's at the 30, the 20. Touchdown, Detroit. Kenny Galladay, 73 yards. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. It was 3rd and medium. They popped the short pass, looking to pick up the first, accomplish that mission, and then they accomplished a lot more on that mission all the way for the score.
Let me focus in on one word you used, pop, right? They popped the short pass, and then what happened after that? They popped the big run. Because now, once he caught it, didn't have anyone else in the vicinity to bring him down, and he takes off, and he kept going. Nice gutsy call, even better execution.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
36 yards on the play. There's some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Mike 5-5, Mike 55, Mike 5-5.
2nd and 5 now. Murray, he'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Knocking it away there defensively, Justin Coleman.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now Stafford. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Danny Amendola, that was the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call it the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
He completes it to Jones. And he will have the first down as he gets this to the 47.
8-yard pickup. First down.
20. White.
Back to throw. Stafford. Jones has it. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Stafford delivers this to Hawkinson, and they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Stafford looks to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing is Stafford. Screen play, Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Kerryon Johnson, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Lions have taken the lead. Prater for the extra point. And the lead is now 21-14. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. A big spot now for the rookie Murray. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the third player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Murray now to throw. Open man is Kirk, complete. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On first down, Johnson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. From the 44, Murray. And his throw is incomplete. Rashawn Melvin that time able to make the play. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. If you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 30.
Party, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And an alley to run. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. He finds his man, Johnson. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes it's hard to figure, but you can live with incompletions in this situation. You can't live with these short gains that take time off the clock.
You know who loves it? This defense. He's back to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And they'll have the football, but deep in their own territory as he's brought down at the 5. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. They go to Johnson again. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Left, 250. Here we go.
Again, it's Johnson. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. It's taken to the 26. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that, but also you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. And with that, our journey begins, Charles. Week 1 in the books. Going to be a great season.
Oh, man, so much to look forward to. Isn't it nice to get a really good game right out of the gate? Preseason behind us. All these games count now, don't they?
Yeah, this is the exciting time with just 1 week gone and plenty of weeks to come. So for Detroit, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener, and they'll be on the road